Alright guys, we're in the winners match of the Clubday MSL Group A. It's the winners match, and if you haven't seen the first two games, I'm going to spoil it for you now. We've got Iris, and you can see it here, the Iris is yellow, and we've got the can you tell it's the orange is 4GG. But Iris has beaten Mensol to get through to this game, and 4GG has beaten later. So that looks like, we'll just wait for the heads up here, but I think we've got Iris in red and we've got 4GG in yellow. That's as far as I'm concerned. We'll just check that in a second. And the map, I believe, is by Xantium. We'll find out soon whether that's... okay, so just checking the maps. Okay, so we've got 4GG in red and Iris in yellow. Yes, it's 4GG in red, Iris in yellow. So let me just confirm that. I've still got Rob here with me commentating. So, Rob, what do you think of the first couple of games? We've got the TVZ and the TVT.
They were definitely exciting games. It came down to the builds were both good.
Definitely.
It came down to a matter of execution, in my opinion.
Yep.
With leader not inflicting enough damage, economical damage with his initial rush, with his Marines and Vultures, and then following on with his Wraiths.
Definitely.
And then the same in Iris versus Mensol, where his Mutalists just didn't do enough economic damage.
Quite right. I think if those Mutalists had done a little bit more economic damage, the Guardian rush would have been more effective. There was also the matter of him not getting the Overlord there in time to spot the Wraiths. I mean, that was a factor, but by then I think Iris was definitely in control of the game. But let's just focus on the current TVT that we've got in front of us. We've got, just to remind myself once again, 4GG is red, Iris is yellow. So with that in mind, got both players putting down a barracks and refinery at the same time, just as we saw in later versus 4GG. And we've got a different map, but both players are still playing it safe. And I think a lot is on the line. I mean, neither of these players want to go into the losers match. Neither of these players want to sort of be denied a chance into going straight back into the MSL. I mean, 4GG doesn't want the embarrassment of being knocked out at this point in time when he won the last MSL. But, yeah, as you can see, he's taking a deep breath, just really trying to think it through. And, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really too much that we can guess about, is there? I mean, we just have to wait and see with the builds.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll know after we see what happens after the first factory. I mean, that's the time when the builds will tend to diverge.
Yep.
Either going for a command center or a second factory or a starport.
I just want to remind people that the map is Medusa. I can confirm that from actually seeing the center of it, and neither me nor Rob have played any games on this particular map. It's a new map. In fact, I'm not even sure if this map is available for anybody who have played, so that's our excuse, really. We've got 4GG scouting. Keep reminding myself of the colours. 4GG's red. He's scouting down. He's seen Iris's build. He knows that Iris is not going for any kind of quick command center or anything. And looks like Iris has scouted at the top left. Has not found 4GG there. Double factory from 4GG. So wow, that is very aggressive. And Iris definitely is not doing that. He's not even putting that on. So Iris is going for the safe build of a single vulture or maybe two vultures with Marines, and on the starport from Iris. And that's up against 4GG's decision to go for double factory, and Iris himself is going to be able to see that very quickly with that SCV coming in. The Marines probably not going to be able to kill the SCV in time, or is it? But double factory against starport and factory, and that double factory also has an armory in tow, so he's going to be prepared against the Wraiths. This could be a tough one, so maybe you think Iris has a chance to dethrone the champion here, or...?
I think he does, but I would, at this point in time, I tend to favour 4GG, just because he's going to get the bigger troop count down, and this push is going to look to be mostly ineffectual, which is going to give 4GG the upper hand to put the pressure on.
Notice there that he's gone with the armory and he's gone no add-ons with his factories, the double factory there, which means he's putting out a few Wraiths, and we've got a microfight here. So 4GG's got the superior vultures, and he's going to kill the Marines very quickly. He's down to two vultures, a single Marine coming up from 4GG, and he's going to be able to deal with his rush. But now he's probably going to switch to Goliaths, given that he's got the armory up quickly. So it's going to be Goliaths up against Iris's build. And Iris is going for cloaked Wraiths, which are not going to be that effective against Goliaths. But we haven't seen the academy yet, have we, from 4GG?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't. Which means that despite the fact that 4GG will have Goliaths, he won't have detection. And there's his Goliaths there, the first duo of Goliaths coming up against his base. So I guess Iris has an opportunity here to expand. He's not getting expansion that's just a supply depot, but I quite like his little choke there, with the barracks and the supply depot.
It'll definitely be hard to break with vultures because they don't do a lot of damage versus buildings. But there is the academy going up. So although that he's not going to have the scan quite in time, I don't think the Wraith Harass is going to do a lot of damage.
Right, especially with just one starport and the cloaking coming up fairly late. So here's one single Wraith. It's going straight for the SUV that's responsible for building the academy, but there's plenty more in there. There's plenty of Goliaths here to take out that single Wraith. So do you think it'll probably come down to whoever builds the command center first? Because neither player really has the resources to actually just kill the other player outright with a rush, because both players are prepared for that. But economically,
I don't think so. I think that 4GG is gone for an aggressive push. So his build is not going to incorporate the command center in it so crucially.
And he's spending on the comsat station now. But I mean, despite you having said that, take it back.
Prove wrong.
Taxi. He's building.
I can blame that on the PS.
Yeah, he's building a command center, but judging by the minimap, I mean, both players are. I mean, they know that they need to get into the mid game now because they've realized that given the openings, neither player has the resources to successfully complete a rush. And again, I mean, 4GG has got the command center up more quickly, and he did this against later.